Hello, everyone. Darrell Owens, Bowie Television. We're here on Radio Row, and we are deep into day two for us. And we're very excited because today with me, I have Green Bay Packers offensive lineman Jon Runyan Jr. John, look, it's a pleasure to be with you today, man, to talk a little football, get into a little bit of things. First of all, what were your thoughts on the season? You know, how you felt it went for you, just your overall for your season this season.
Yeah, overall, I kind of feel like we kind of outside kind of blew the expectations out the water that, kind of people kind of placed on us. I feel like in the locker room, our own expectations, we kind of, I'd say, lived up to them, kind of exceeded them a little bit. Obviously the ultimate goal is to make it to the Super Bowl, but only two teams can do that a year. So looking at it, I feel like it was a good start, and I feel like there's a lot to build off. First year starting quarterback, really young team, and veteran defense. I thought it was a great year. I thought we had a really good year, and we obviously wanted more, but that's how it goes in the NFL. There's great teams everywhere.
Right, right. So let's talk about, before I get into more Packers stuff, because I can talk that a little bit all day. Let's talk about your Michigan Wolverines,
Yeah.
national champions. How do you feel about the alma mater getting the ring and just the job that Jim Harbaugh did there? What were your thoughts? Did you get a chance to go to the game?
Yeah. First off, it was unbelievable, awesome. So happy I was able to see Michigan win a national championship. I feel like they've been kind of building towards this every year. Coach Harbaugh, I feel like, has been so close for a long time. I really felt like this was the year that they were going to be able to do it, and they did. And really happy for the guys, really happy for the university. Happy that Coach Harbaugh could finally get that ring, and wasn't able to go to the game, but I did make it for a regular season game this year against Indiana. We had I think we had a Thursday night game, and went to that game at Michigan Stadium, and it's always a great time going back. I love going back to Ann Arbor. It's kind of like my second home. I love it a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, your dad is a former All-Pro. We know the name. It's not like just any name in the NFL. We know your dad. Your dad was a former congressman and all that stuff. So, what did your dad teach you, growing up, maybe, mentality-wise, getting yourself prepped to become the NFL player that you are now? How important was he to you, and, what has he done for your career up to this point?
Yeah, I didn't really play football seriously till about like kind of eighth grade. My township, growing up, they kind of did it by weight, so I was always kind of weighed more than kids my age. I had to play with kids that were 2 years older than me. My dad wasn't really about that. He always wanted me to be a basketball player. Basketball was probably like my first love. I love playing basketball, but I got to kind of figure out like maybe I wasn't, 6'4" isn't that tall for basketball. 6'4" is pretty tall for football, and that's kind of what I've grown to. And my dad was always there, kind of just as a resource. He was never really pushed anything on me. If I ever had any questions, I could go to him. I could ask him about this technique. What does he think? How does he, look at the defenses like this? He's kind of helping me learn how to study film, like even at the high school level. And not many high school kids like study and watch film at the level. So that kind of prepared me, and kind of I feel like put me in my preparation, kind of a step ahead of the game, and helped me a lot when I went to Michigan. And obviously when I went to the NFL, and it's kind of been there every step of the way, obviously, and it's been really awesome having that kind of just resource whenever I need it.
Now, this is a little bit of a wild card, but obviously your dad was in Congress. Is that down the road? Is that something that you would even think about down the road? Maybe be going to into politics down the road? Is that something you would enjoy, I guess you could say?
No, I don't think so. I'm not. This is the one thing I'm not going to follow, man.
It's like I love you, Pops,
the road. Yeah, the road of politics is a little too much stress. I don't need to put that in my life.
Hey, look,
it was really cool watching him do it, but I'm glad it's not me.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think as a kid I used to think the same thing. I said maybe I'll take that leap, and I said no. I see what they go through.
Yeah.
So back to the Packers. This year, your young gun at QB. A lot of expectation coming in where, we didn't know what he was going to be able to do. Could he follow in the steps of Aaron Rodgers? Will he be the guy that the Packers need to move on into the future? Personally, I think he answered those questions. What do you think about your quarterback and what he was able to do throughout this season?
Yeah, from kind of day one in the offseason, we as a team, we really believed in him. We knew that he was going to be our quarterback, and this is, who we're going to be with. And he had all the tools, he had all the capability, all the confidence. Everybody had all the confidence in him. And it was a young team, a young offense, and we all knew that was going to take some time to him develop that connection and that chemistry that just doesn't happen just over training camp. Like guys, teams, offenses are still building throughout the season, and once everything kind of hit, like it exploded. And I think everybody saw that. Kind of him having his way with defenses throwing the ball down the field, young receivers stepping up, young tight ends. We got the running game going. I feel like it kind of took the pressure off him, and he could just get back there, relax, feel comfortable, and it just looked easy and fun for him towards the end of the season. And I guess you could say the Packers did it again. And, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers,
They did it
Jordan
again,
Love.
y'all. You heard that. You heard it clearly. Now, a couple other things here. So, obviously, Jordan had a great year, but what goes unsung, and this has been my biggest opinion, is the amazing job that y'all did on that offensive line. Bach goes down early in the season, and people are like, well, what is this going to look like? Well, you guys did an amazing job of protecting Jordan throughout the year. I don't have the exact stat on it, but if I'm not mistaken, he didn't get sacked that much, and y'all did a really good job.
1.6 per game.
1.6 per game, man. So you did a really good job of protecting him throughout the year. He had the time, and for just watching it, it never felt like he was in stress back there. And that's a big statement to that offensive line. The camaraderie that y'all have in the offensive line, how important is that to you guys, and how have y'all been able to build that even with losses and being able to come in and make things happen?
Definitely, that's what we take pride in, because as offensive line play, you don't have stats. The only stats you have is how many sacks you do.
You're right.
So your only stats is like when you do bad. So we take pride in being back there protecting Jordan, because we know what he's capable of. We know the two running backs we have, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, handing the ball. Aaron Jones can take off at any moment. A.J. Dillon's going to go downhill. He's going to be slashing, getting that 1 yard you need. So whether it's a run game or pass game, that's, as offensive line, we take pride in covering people up, letting whoever, the quarterback, the running back, find those holes he needs, and making them, take the pressure off them, because we'll take all the pressure. That's all offensive linemen are built, and we want that on our backs, and let everybody else, throw that football everywhere, have fun, score points, and we'll be in the background. But I feel like we take a lot of pride in letting our teammates succeed and shine, and this is what it is being offensive line.
Well, it definitely showed throughout the year. It really showed the leaps and bounds that the offense took. I thought the defense played really well towards the end of the season, and I really like what I saw overall as a team, because the team, in a lot of cases, they was like, what is going on? And then at that last stretch, you beat the defending champions. Took the NFC champions right there to the wire. So the scale is up. My question is now, off season. What's your preparation for the off season as you get ready for next year? How excited are you getting yourself ready for another year down the road?
Yeah, big year coming up for me. I'm a free agent now. Would I still like to be back at the Packers? Yes, but stuff's gonna have to work out.
Right.
And I don't really have much say in that, and the market's gonna go how it goes, but. It's kind of uncertain time, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, taking it day by day. Not too stressed about it, because I know at the end of the day everything's going to work out, and just having fun with it, enjoying it, and it's really, really special time in my career, and hopefully it sets me up, for my career and for the rest of my life, and like I said, taking it day by day and just trying to have fun with it every step of the way.
Awesome. John, this is the last thing. This is what we call the Bowie TV Bowl.
Oh, yeah?
We got a fun question in here.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you pick something.
I pick one?
And you can read it and then give us your answer on that.
Okay. What was your dream job as a kid? That's a great question. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I grew up my whole life. My father played in the NFL. Like I always said, I wanted to be an NFL player.
Right.
So living out my dream every day, it seems. And my younger self always wanted to play in the NFL, and being around NFL players like my dad and his teammates, and me being one, like it still kind of just every day kind of feels surreal. Like I really got to this point, and it was a lot of hard work and a lot of help on the way, and really happy and proud of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a life hack or a life achievement, I should say, unlocked by Mr. Jon Runyan.
Yeah.
John, good luck in the offseason, my man. Great job this season with the Packers, man, and good luck to you in the future.
Of course, thank you very much.
I'm Darrell Owens, Bowie Television, Jon Runyan Jr., Green Bay Packers.